Good morning, students. I hope all of you had a great weekend and you are ready to learn again. Great. So, Bacha, today we are moving ahead with one chapter from our Bal Bharti. The name of the chapter is Think Before You Speak. Think Before You Speak. Okay? मतलब बोलने से पहले सोचिए. This is the name of the chapter. Great. So, what is the second thing after the name of the chapter that we move to? Great. That is our objective. So, let's read the objective. We will be able to describe our opinions about the text. Okay, what will we be doing? We'll be describing our opinions. हम क्या सोचते हैं किसी के बारे में, हमें क्या लगता है किसी चीज के बारे में, we have to describe it, हमें वो बताना है. Great. Okay, now how will we go ahead with it? Now when Didi is saying this is the objective for today, इसका क्या मतलब है, हम कैसे टेक्स्ट पढ़ेंगे, हम कैसे आंसर करेंगे. So first thing we will do is we will read the text. सबसे पहले of course we will quickly read the text. Second thing what we will do is we will annotate the text. Of course, most important thing when we do RC is annotation. First we will read and then we will annotate the text. Okay. Next, moving ahead, we will understand what the author is saying. Once we are done reading and annotating, we will think कि ये जो author है, writer है, what is he or she trying to say? ये क्या बोल रहा है? Okay? Then we will think, do you agree with it? Whatever the author is saying, do I agree with it or not? Agree means, क्या मैं इस बात से सहमत हूँ? क्या मैं भी सेम चीज सोचता हूँ author की तरह? If the author is saying winter is the best weather, do I agree with it? क्या मुझे भी winter best weather लगता है या नहीं लगता है? Last we will think why or why not. Once we know whether we agree with the author or not, we have to think about the reason why or why not. Okay? Quickly jot this down in your notebook. Pause the video. Great. Now here we know how will we be reading and thinking while reading the text, and now we will see how we will answer. अभी जब हमें ये सोचना है तो हम आंसर कैसे करेंगे. Okay, let's see. If you think same as the author, abhi once you have read and understood what the author is saying, and you are realizing even you think, even you feel same as the author, आप भी author की बात से agree करते हैं, मतलब आपको भी लगता है winter best weather है. So what will you write? I agree with the author because in my opinion dash dash dash, मतलब आपको उसके बाद रीजन देना होगा. I agree with the author because in my opinion, for example, if the question is the winter is the best weather, okay, supposedly the author thinks winter is the best weather. So you will write, I agree with the author because even in my opinion winter is the best weather because I can go out to play and I wouldn't worry about sweating a lot. Okay? Great. Now, one condition is when you agree with the author. Second condition is when you disagree. मतलब आप सहमत नहीं हैं author की बात से. If you don't agree with the author, what will you write? How will you write? I disagree with the author because in my opinion dash dash dash, whatever the reason is and whatever you think is in your opinion. ओके आपको अपना ओपिनियन, अपनी सोच लिखनी है, आपको क्या लगता है और क्यों लगता है. ओके, पॉज द वीडियो, राइट दिस, do this work. Great. So we'll be moving ahead with the first part, which of course Didi will do for you. But sir, while you are reading, I want you to keep writing the new and the difficult words that you are reading. Okay? Man was meant to listen more and talk less. Listen matlab sunna. Talk means bolna. Okay? That is why, as the great British statesman Benjamin Disraeli said, nature has endowed men nature has endowed men with 2 ears and one mouth. If man was meant to talk more and listen less, he would have two mouths and only one ear. Imagine how we would have looked, how strange with two mouths on the two sides and one ear at the center. Okay, so this first paragraph gives us very good idea about what the chapter is about. So the author is saying that we all are meant, मतलब हम सब बने हैं ज्यादा सुनने और कम बोलने के लिए. And then he is giving example of one British statesman who used to say that nature has endowed men with 2 ears and one mouth. Okay, endowed. Now, बच्चा guess the meaning of the word endowed. Okay, आपको guess करना है इसका मतलब. When it is written like this कि nature has endowed men with 2 ears and one mouth, what could it mean? Okay, great. Now the author is saying अगर ऐसा होना होता कि इंसान को ज़्यादा बोलना और कम सुनना है तो नेचर ने इंसान को ज़्यादा मुंह और कम कान दिए होते. Now imagine that you have two mouths and only one ear at the center. How funny it would look, no? That is what the author is saying. कि हमें दो कान और एक मुंह इसलिए दिया है, हमें ज़्यादा कान इसलिए मिला है ताकि हम ज़्यादा सुने और बोलें कम. Okay? Pause the video, write this down and annotate. Great. We'll quickly move ahead and look at the question answers and see how Didi has written the answers, okay? What is Disraeli conveying? Conveying means बताना, वो क्या बताना चाह रहे हैं, okay? He is conveying that one should speak less and listen more. What is he trying to convey? That one person should speak less, बोलना कम चाहिए and listen more, सुनना ज़्यादा चाहिए. This is what the author thinks. This is the author's opinion. Okay? Great. Second question of course comes now once you know what the author is saying. Second work is to see whether you agree with it or not and what is your opinion. कि आप उस बात से अग्री सहमत हैं कि नहीं. Okay, so if you agree with it, how will you write? Yes, I agree with this because in my opinion, मेरे ख्याल में, when we listen carefully, we understand better. But if we speak more and listen less, we learn less. Okay, but this is what Didi has written. आपको अपना opinion लिखना है, अपना thought लिखना है. Now second, suppose you don't agree, how will you write? No, I disagree with the author because in my opinion, both listening and speaking are equally important. Okay, I have given you both the cases. You have to choose just one case. Whenever you are answering, आपको बस हाँ या ना में जवाब देना है. आप भी दो नहीं लिखेंगे. I have written both for the kids to like get an idea of how to write both the answers, even when it's a yes and even when it's a no. Okay? Great. Bacha, pause the video and copy this word. Great. Now, Didi has told you how to answer and read. Now, you will be going ahead to write your answers. This is the text that you will be working with today. I'll quickly read it for you once, okay? A wise man once remarked that of the unspoken word you are a master, of the spoken word you are a slave. Once you have spoken a word, you cannot get it back. Do what you will. Therefore, you must be very careful about the words that you speak. Once the word has left your lips, you will not be able to get it back. What are unspoken words? They are things you want to say but remain unsaid, as thoughts in your mind. Once you have put the thoughts into words, once the words have left your lips, you cannot change them or control them. Now, three steps you are doing. You are pausing the video, you are reading it aloud, you are annotating the text. Okay? Quickly pause the video, write the video, understand and annotate. Great. Now we'll be quickly moving ahead with question answers. The questions are as same as what questions Didi saw. What is the wise man conveying? Now, there in the previous paragraph, we read about British statesmen, and here we are reading about a wise man. So the question is, what is the wise man conveying? Wise man क्या बोल रहे हैं? Do you agree with it? What is your opinion? अब you have to think, do you agree? क्या आप उनकी बात से सहमत है? What is your opinion? आपका क्या ख्याल है इस बारे में? Okay? You know how to answer? You have read the text. Now pause the video and quickly write down these answers. Okay. Now there are last two questions which I want you to do just so that I understand whether you are understanding the text or not. Was Disraeli trying to give a scientific reason? So in the first paragraph, when this person is saying that इंसान के पास दो कान और एक मुंह है ताकि वो ज़्यादा सुने और कम बोले, do you think that person is giving scientific reason? मतलब वो आपको क्या लगता है वो साइंस का इस्तेमाल कर रहे हैं चीज़ें एक्सप्लेन करने को या जैसा उन्हें लगता है वो बोल रहे हैं? Second question is very interesting. Okay, now you have to draw a diagrammic picture banana of a person with two mouth and one ear. Now let's think we live in a world जहाँ पे इंसानों के दो मुंह और एक कान होते हैं. You have to draw this. Okay, draw it nicely and color it. It would be fun. Great. बच्चा pause the video. Do all your work. If you have any confusion, you can ask. And if you don't have any confusion, quickly finish your work and send it on WhatsApp. I'll be waiting for all the answers. Happy learning, everybody. I will see you in the next class.